with the coaches, then I presume you like there's short time calls as well. It's not just an hour or something like that. Because I just know from the podcast coaching, like sometimes I give people in my WhatsApp, somebody wants to jump on a quick call because not necessarily they have to be an hour. So I presume there's short times as well. Is there, or what's the kind of strategy when they're,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. As far as for coaching,
yeah,
yeah, that's a good question. No one ever asked that question, but it's very forward thinking of you because most people will never think about how do the coaches work. So we usually give you like 45 minutes with a coach. You could schedule multiple times. Will they be like that on demand? No. So two things you could do. One, if it's a quick question, you could always text them through our app. You text them, you say, hey, here's my issue. They'll answer back with like a Loom, like a video if they need to. Or I'll say most people don't really do that. What they like to do is they know we're gonna go live once a week, once a day, 2 p.m. Eastern. We're going live. So they'll just wait to join there, or they'll ask their coach, hey, on the live, can you go over this? I'm working, but I'll watch it. So it's always available. That was the way, because it's just unrealistic to, hey, have 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It becomes a mess for scheduling and it just doesn't work. So we want you to schedule every week so you have discipline. But in addition, you have somebody you could talk to every day live through a group. And people like the mastermind version of it because they already have their one-on-one coaching. Now they want to hear from other people. So it's a good dynamic. Or just we have a discussion board, so you could just ask your question there. There's a lot of we've tried what you're saying, Viv. It just no one ever booked. It's like they want the longer session for their big question, and the shorter questions they'll ask on their group session, so they could not just to hear from the coach, but from other people in the program who they want to communicate with, and have like a little network.
no, that's a good try. Because like with me, if somebody was writing with WhatsApp, I'd do a voicemail back on the thing. But I've also a school group and I have a Q&A, and I say every Tuesday I do a live call
Yeah.
and I cover the stuff, and there's fantastic engagement in the community, so I can see how beneficial that is. Because as you say, like some people they'll write it in and they don't want to be actually putting up their hand and asking in front of people because everyone's got their own level of shyness as well. So it's
Absolutely. No, absolutely. And again, we protect the community. If we're very big, I'll tell you, I don't want to lie to you, but it's the truth. Like we've never had a problem when it comes to the fulfillment of our product and the people. I've been very all 6 years, like never really had an issue. We've had good people. Again, I think part of it is because of our interview process. I came from the corporate world. I've developed a lot of people in my life as a trainer, so I know what to look for in a student. So that was one thing I was very big on. Like, look, it's an investment, but we're gonna make sure you're the proper person. We're not just gonna let you in and basically tarnish the brand because I've seen that in the corporate world. People like I used to work for a company, big corporation, Fortune 500 company, and they started letting third parties sell them so they could scale, tarnish their whole brand because everybody did it differently and there's some bad clowns out there. So we're very, 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 very careful and with who we let in. Like you got to pass the interview for us to let you in to make sure you're the right person. And we've been very successful. So that's why a lot of people like it. Now they're all, now we're trying to get a group together because everyone's asking. So we're all going to be like physically going to have an event that we're going to host so everybody could meet and, we'll do our own sessions and go live on the market and it'll be fun. So you're invited, Roy.
thank you very much.